After waiting about 2 years now, I finally got this, the Robinhood Gold Credit Card. Now, it seems like most everyone is in the situation that I was in before I got the card, where you might have added yourself to the waitlist immediately after the Robinhood Gold Card was announced nearly 2 years ago, and are still, to this day, on the waitlist.
Well, we're waiting.
So that was me for a really long time, and then I eventually started seeing a few people here and there post on Twitter and YouTube saying they got their card, and they were, of course, doing their unboxing videos and things like that. So I started getting really antsy and frankly a little jealous. So what I eventually did was I just reached out to a couple of people who I know recently got the Robinhood Gold Card, and I asked them if there's anything that I could do or anything they did to expedite the process. And of course, most of them just simply waited and were eventually able to apply after however many months of being on the wait list. So that didn't help me much. But then I was able to come into contact with someone that I follow on Twitter who had just posted that they got their card. So I DM'd him on Twitter, and almost immediately afterward, he had sent me a link to a Reddit post. Now, I initially thought this was a scam, right? He responded super quickly, sent me this random Reddit post with a bunch of links in it. So I initially, at first glance, I didn't think it was legit. But after reading the entire post and following each step, I eventually had come to realize that this was actually a legitimate workaround to bypass the extremely long waitlist for the card. So feel free to pause the video here and follow the steps listed in this Reddit post. One thing you'll notice on step 2, it says, click continue on a card offer, and then in parentheses, it says, I used Discover It. So in my own experience, in order for me to get my own unique ID from the application in the URL in step 3, I actually had to use the Discover It card as well for this to work. Any other card I tried clicking on would take me to its external webpage and not have the Credit Karma URL that contains your own unique application ID. So this whole workaround took me about 5 minutes or so, and then after I was finished, I was immediately granted access to the digital Robinhood Gold Card and start making purchases if I wanted. I did also notice that some people kind of complained about how long it took for the physical card to arrive, so I did pay the extra $15 for expedited shipping. And if you ask my wife, she would say that it was completely pointless to pay for shipping when there's a free option. But again, I was really excited to get the card after almost waiting 2 years. So paying that $15 to me was totally worth it. So rather than 3 weeks, it took only about 10 days for me to get my physical Robinhood Gold Card. I wanted to now talk about some of my favorite things about the Gold Card, but before I do, I did want to just say that the method that I just showed worked for me, but it may not work for you. So if it does not work for you, I'm really sorry, but I'm not affiliated with Robinhood in any way, nor do I work for Robinhood support. So I'm sorry if it doesn't work for you, but there's not really much I can do. I just wanted to go over the method that worked for me. So now that that's out of the way, some of my favorite things about the Robinhood Gold Card is the rewards. As we all know, every credit card is going to offer some type of benefit or rewards tied to it, whether it be 5% back on travel or 3% back on groceries. With a Robinhood Gold Card, it's 3% back on every purchase you make. Now keep in mind that you do need to be a Robinhood Gold member in order to have the Gold Card. So there is technically a cost to it if you look at it that way. But I've already been paying for Robinhood Gold and have had it for multiple years now. Plus 3% back on every purchase is still double that of my previous credit card. So to me, it was a huge benefit. So as you make these different purchases, you'll get these points back. And among all these different rewards, like a mystery box or a solid gold card, or even a gold bar, one of my favorites as a new member of the Robinhood Gold Card is this feature here, where you can redeem those points for cash back that's directly deposited into your Robinhood account. And no matter how many points you have, like I said, I'm still a brand new user, so I don't have too many points right now, but I could still deposit these points into my Robinhood investing account for cash and build up my cash pile there. Another thing a few people had some slight concerns about is the credit limit. It sounds like most users, including myself, have a $10,000 credit limit, but I'm not a huge spender, nor do I make that much money. So $10,000 as a credit limit is more than enough for someone like me, but I do know there were a few that were hoping it would be $15,000 or $20,000. So if you do have the Robinhood Gold Card and your credit limit is higher than $10,000, let me know because I am curious. So I do hope this was all helpful. Like I said, I can't promise this method that I used will work for you, but hopefully it does. And with all that being said, I will see you all next time.